Hi, I am Kenny Brock here, and today's special movie anniversary video, we are gonna do a special 10th anniversary video that is based on this 2012 Illumination movie based on a book from Dr. Seuss. And this movie was released in theaters March 2nd, 2012. And it was the first movie to use the 2012 Universal Studios 100th anniversary logo. That's right. It's the Lorax 2012 movie. Right there. So yeah. This is my 2012 DVD and Blu-ray of the 2012 version of the Lorax from Dr. Seuss and Illumination. So, the movie is about a boy named Ted. He rings the doorbell, sees a girl that he likes named Henri, and Henri shows Ted his tree collection. And then when he comes home that night, he asks his parents if he could get a real tree, but his parents say, Ted, we already have a tree, even though it's a robotic plastic tree that ends up not being good for our environment / Earth. But then we got some Granny, which is Ted's grandma, who was originally played by Betty White, and in memory of Betty White from 1992 to 2021, what Ted's grandma was doing was telling the story about where the Onceler lives. After she told the story of what happened to the trees and what the Onceler did to them, Ted goes outside of town, and this bad guy in there who runs the company, O'Hare Air, catches him leaving town. Right when Ted was going to see the Onceler. And once Ted sees the Onceler, he ends up telling the first part of the story of what he did to the truffle trees. The first part was when he chopped down that one tree, and you know what happened. The Lorax came after he chopped down that one tree. After going to that place where there was a lot of tree and visiting the animals, including the Barbaloot bears. So then, after he heard that first part of the story, Ted comes back the next day, and then he hears a part of the story where there was this one scene where the Onceler ends up going down the river and he almost drowned. But luckily, this guy, the Lorax, saved the Onceler and the bear from going down the waterfall. And then the next day, the Onceler plans to sell his Sneed to the community. But the days didn't work for him. But when he gave up, one person ended up getting the Sneed, and the crowd of people just came, not knowing where this was going. And on the third day of the story, the bad guy, Mr. O'Hare, erased Andre's drawing along with preventing Ted from leaving town with that sign that was glued in saying property of O'Hare Incorporated. So Ted goes through a house to hear the rest of the Onceler's story. Then the sad part of the Onceler's story came in when the Onceler's mom was forced the Onceler to chop down the trees and singing this catchy villain song, How Bad Can I Be? Which we all know that song by heart. And then it gets to a sad part where the animals, including the fish and the Barbaloot bears, had to leave because of him being greedy, making all that money, turning all these truffle trees into needs like in the book. And after the need fad faded, Mr. O'Hare came into play and made the town of Thneedville along with getting people to pay, along with getting people to pay for air because O'Hare air like this one costs money. And after the Onceler told what he did wrong to Ted, he regretted everything he did when he first visited the magical forest place and then got rid of that beautiful place. But suddenly, the Onceler gave Ted the seed, and when the Onceler gave Ted the seed to plant it, he went back to Thneedville, and then the movie ends in this final battle chase scene where they get chased by Mr. O'Hare and his guards trying to get the seed from Ted, his grandma, and Henri. And at the end of the movie, he told everyone the truth that things are not perfect in Thneedville. Then he used the bulldozer to tear down one of the houses to see how polluted the environment is. And then after that, they ended up singing the song, Let It Grow, starting to plant the first truffle tree in a very long time. And then at the end of the movie, the Lorax ended up coming back, seeing the Onceler all grown up and seen as old man. And that's it for the 2012 movie of the Lorax. So, I thought that movie was a pretty decent movie from 2012. It might have not been one of the best movies from 2012, but I like it in my own ways. If you don't like this movie, I respect your opinion. I thought this movie was a decent movie. Pretty good way to start off Universal's 100th anniversary, in my opinion. I'll show you the spine and the back. Here's the Blu-ray and DVD. Want to know how I made this O'Hare air bottle? Well, I used this empty Gatorade bottle and taped a label onto this to make it look like the O'Hare air bottle from the movie. From here to this label. So, that's all I have to say for the 2012 movie of the Lorax. Oh, and I did see that movie theater when I was 13. I did see this movie in theaters when I was 13 back in 2012, and it was interesting the first time I saw it. By the way, happy 10th anniversary to the Illumination version of the Lorax 2012 movie. So yeah. I did a lot of talking, and this is just one of my longest anniversary videos I made. So yeah. This is Kenny Brock here, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.